Hateful indoctrination of the kind that contaminates the minds of terrorists would of course be wasted on almost all Muslims. They would no doubt protest that the huge moderate majority of them believe in the Quran's divinity and in a real heaven and hell, yet would not for a moment consider any such violent action or support it. This is of course true, yet it misses the point. Unquestioning acceptance of the Quran is not a sufficient condition for terrorism, I agree. However, it is a necessary condition. Indoctrinators can, at least sometimes, do their sinister work if their victims come from a belief base that assumes two things: that the Islamic paradise is real, and that Allah is the only true God for everyone. In Pittsburgh, no less than in Peshawar. We are used to hearing that Islam is a religion of tolerance. But what does this mean? Does it suggest that tolerance is a defining quality of Islam? If so, it insults millions of tolerant people of other faiths, and of no faith. If tolerance is a virtue for all people, Islam cannot claim it as its own. Or does the statement simply assert that tolerance is a quality which Muslims happen to possess, as do Buddhists, Christians, atheists, and Zoroastrians? If so, it is meaningless. Any large group of people comprises tolerant and intolerant, selfless and selfish, honest and dishonest, peaceful and violent. No apologists for Islam or for any other creed are entitled to confine their religion simply to the noble essence of its central philosophy, or to stress the way its best believers behave. This makes it very easy to dismiss violent believers as outsiders. After a suicide bombing in a Pakistani mosque in 2009, a bystander commented, "These extremists are not Muslims, they are butchers." He was half right. They were butchers and Muslims. One aspect of Islam inspired the Alhambra, and another inspired suicide bombing. Muslims like to claim that Islam has an untainted essence to which mere believers can only aspire because they are human and imperfect. I find this a peculiar argument because all religions sound wonderful in the abstract. Imagine I set up my own religion and give it a favourable name, such as inclusionism. If some of my followers set off bombs in public places, it would be offensive for me to say, "These violent pretenders are not true inclusionists. Inclusionism is obviously about peace and understanding. Even the name itself proclaims this." We are what we do. If we call ourselves religious, we are what we do, good or evil, in the name of our religion. All of us like some movies and dislike others. The same applies to songs and novels and houses and to the people we encounter. This is only natural. It is also natural for us to like some beliefs and dislike others. We develop ways to separate what we like from what we dislike. We discriminate. I repudiate all holy books. Therefore, I dislike Islam for treating the Quran so dogmatically. Some may say that I am biased against Muslims, or that I've become a victim of anti-Islam propaganda. But not every strong opinion is biased. If I have considered various forms of government and decided that I like democracy, does that mean that I am biased against dictators? I don't think so. As for propaganda, if you disagree with what I say about Islam, I can claim that you have been swayed by anti-Muslim propaganda. Such reciprocal charges really don't get us anywhere. I have considered the beliefs of Muslims and decided that they are irrational. Someone may prove that I'm mistaken, but until then, that is my belief. My belief, not one foisted upon me. This is justified and perfectly natural discrimination. It is not bias. And if it is stereotyping, it is stereotyping based on observation.